Now, if you thought Diddy's courtroom saga couldn't get any wilder, honey, buckle up. Because not only was his bail request denied, but things got so chaotic his lawyer had to turn into a first responder right there in the courthouse hallway. So went from fighting federal charges to saving lives like he's in an episode of Law & Order Emergency Unit. In today's video, we're diving all the way into this wild turn of events. The seizure scare, the legal aftermath, the sentence predictions, and yes, even Dez Bryant's unsolicited, messy Twitter drama about Cassie. Spoiler alert, the internet dragged him harder than Diddy dragged his reputation into court. Let's get into the mess, the madness, and the marathon of F-offs. Y'all imagine this. Sean Diddy Combs just got denied bail. Man is stuck in a slammer and everybody's thinking that's the main headline of the day. But nope, the real drama popped off just minutes later and not even inside the courtroom. Oh no, baby, we're talking hallway chaos. Right after Diddy's bail hearing flopped, his lead attorney Marc Agnifilo, the man with more courtroom hours than your favorite judge show marathon, steps out of the Manhattan federal courtroom on the 26th floor and boom! He sees a man collapse right there in the hallway. Like a real-life emergency episode just started filming. I wonder, why did a man just collapse right after the verdict? And get this, instead of panicking like most of us would do when someone drops mid-seizure, Agnifilo, full on in his courtroom suit, jumps into action like he's been moonlighting as an EMT. He straddles the guy to stop him from smashing his head on the marble floor, turns him on his side so he doesn't choke, and is basically out here giving crash course Seizure Survival Edition while still mentally processing Diddy's legal train wreck. Is this man a paid actor? Is this a stunt? Well, I believe that this man was devastated by the results of what happened in the Sean Diddy Combs case. Then he totally crashed out. And the squad joined in. His law partner, Jacob Kaplan, slid his backpack under the man's head like it was a medical prop. His daughter, Sophia, who's working as a paralegal for the firm, teamed up with a member of Diddy's family to check the guy's pulse and make sure he was still breathing. Marc said, and I quote, "I can't imagine a busier 5-minute period in my life." Sir, that is the most understated way of saying everything went to hell in a hallway. He added that he's dealt with seizures before, so he knew exactly what to do. Which is comforting because what would the rest of us do? Shout help and pass out next to the person seizing. After the man stabilized, Agnifilo dipped out like mission complete and went right back to business, meeting with Diddy in the holding cell and then stepping out for the press conference like he didn't just save someone's life in a federal building. Now, we don't know the man's condition right now, but the cameras did catch him being taken out on a stretcher. And just when you think things are calming down, nah. Let's rewind to earlier that day. Diddy was convicted on 2 counts of transporting for prostitution, but got acquitted on the heavier charges like trafficking and racketeering. That trial, y'all? It had all the ingredients of a crime series, ex-girlfriends testifying, F-off marathons, you heard me, and a defense attorney claiming Diddy and Cassie had a great modern love story, despite everything that came out during testimony. Sir, what in the fan fiction was that? Do this seem like a loving relationship?
New surveillance footage obtained exclusively by CNN appears to corroborate some of the allegations of abuse against music mogul Sean Diddy Combs. The video, captured on multiple cameras, shows Combs assaulting his then-girlfriend Cassie Ventura in a hallway at a Los Angeles hotel in March 2016. A lawsuit filed by Ventura in November last year and settled the next day referenced actions that seem to match those seen in this video.
Agnifilo, really? Ain't no way that's a loving relationship, but let's continue. Marc Agnifilo said he woke up at 3 a.m. the night before the verdict. Not from a nightmare, not from stress, but because his legal instincts told him Diddy would only be convicted of the lesser counts. This man legit texted his partner like, prepare the bail app before sunrise. And boom, he was right. But now the big question is, how long is Diddy facing behind bars? The defense says it should be 15 to 21 months, maybe even time served. They're like, he's already been locked up since last September, Your Honor. Can't we call it even? Meanwhile, the prosecutors, oh baby, they're fuming. They wanted the big charges, didn't get them, and now they're pushing for 4 to 5 years minimum, citing the 7 women Diddy allegedly flew around. And his attempts to bribe folks like this was a mob movie. They said, and I quote, the sentencing guidelines should not go easy on him. The judge, Arun Subramanian, is caught in the middle. Former federal prosecutor Nayama Ramani says the judge isn't likely to stray too far from the guidelines. Translation, don't expect miracles, but also don't expect a lifetime sentence. The prosecutors are totally cooked, extremely cooked, because if Diddy goes free, who can tell what is going to happen?
Well, get to hiding. Diddy was just found not guilty. Hide all your baby oil. Ain't gonna be no more baby oil in the United States when this boy get out. You already know the Diddy party's about to go crazy. But on a serious note, he was found not guilty for everything besides paying for dudes to come clap, Cassie. We gotta be honest, we all know the trafficking charges were cooked the minute Cassie was talking about she FaceTimed her husband while she was getting on with Diddy and how she kept going back. He's 100% guilty of domestic violence though, and abuse. But that wasn't on the case, so yeah, he's free. We all knew it was cooked when 50 Cent baby mama now tried to play victim, but then doubled back and said, hey, call me Shaquille O'Neal, Kobe, or Michael Jordan when it comes to the free calls. What? And she kept going back because she didn't want to live a regular life. She wanted her $17K in bills. We knew it was cooked when all the witnesses that kept saying, yeah, Diddy was a monster, but then later admitting that, yes, we begged him for our jobs back. We begged to go back to him. I knew it was We knew it was cooked when the FBI tried to say, oh, we want to qualify if you fly a girl out and you do something, that would be labeled as trafficking. The whole world was like, nah. We not doing that right Don't get it twisted though. Diddy is definitely going into the New Testament of the Bible. For sure. Bro has surprised devil himself with the antics that he has doing, especially with them rubber duckies. His image is cooked, you feel me? Any celebrity that go to this new Diddy party that we know he about to have when he get out, cooked. They claim he probably gonna get probation. He probably be out by late December, maybe beginning of next year. Biggest party we ever finna see, bro. And the other celebrities that you know that you was doing things with him, but you never came out about it, oh my God. You better hope he don't put all this out. I got a feeling he gonna put all this out. Oh my God. I'm praying for y'all, bro. Hey, watch out for the baby oil.
Defense attorney David Schwartz thinks Diddy will get the full 5 years because of all the bad behavior revealed at trial. Like he said, yeah, it's just prostitution on paper, but let's not pretend this man was an angel on tour. Like what? An angel? Really? So while the maximum sentence for each count is 10 years, aka a potential 20 years total, the real debate is happening behind closed doors right now. Probation department is working on their report, and both legal teams are getting ready to brawl over the sentencing math like it's a courtroom edition of Jeopardy. Sentencing's not until October, unless Diddy gets his wish and they speed it up. But for now, Judge Subramanian said, sit tight, sir, you're staying in jail. And speaking of messy takes, let's talk about Dez Bryant real quick because, sir, why did you hop on the Bird app and say Cassie wasn't no victim like that was going to land well? CBS reporter Ashley Nicole Moss tweeted her support for Cassie, and Dez decided this was the moment to basically say she ain't innocent. Like what? Bro, we all saw the video of Diddy dragging her in a hallway like it was 2016 WWE Raw. Even Twitter clapped back instantly. People were like, aren't you forgetting we literally saw her beaten on camera? That was brutal. And sir, didn't you get arrested for assaulting your own mom? The internet wasn't having it, called him a dork, a sick F-off. And one user even said, you have a daughter. You're really going to tell her she's not a victim if something happens? The math was not mathing. Meanwhile, Cassie's attorney Douglas Wigdor stepped in to remind everyone that Cassie's civil complaint from November 2023 kick-started this entire case. He praised her bravery and said she left an indelible mark by coming forward. She's in a good place, and she's pleased that Diddy is being held responsible for 2 federal crimes. So yeah, between the courtroom chaos, the medical emergencies, and the Twitter fails, this case continues to be a full-on tornado of courtroom drama, hot takes, and bad decisions. And Dez Bryant, sir, you really picked the worst time to lose internet privileges. The public drag was biblical. Diddy better buckle up because with sentencing on the horizon, this roller coaster ain't stopping. His whole situation is like one long stressful episode of Power, except the writers are the feds, and the plot twists just keep getting darker. Let me know in the comments. What do you think about Marc Agnifilo's hallway heroics? Is Diddy gonna serve real time, or will this end in a slap on the wrist? And what would you do if you saw someone collapse right after a court hearing? Be honest now. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss the next extra hot topic. Trust me, with the way this Diddy drama is unfolding, we are not done yet. I'll see y'all in the next one. And remember, don't be like Dez on Twitter. Just don't.